Yo, you know that saying that says, you're not ugly, you're just broke? Well, it actually holds a lot of weight because look maxing is really real. So many men have glowed up and became that guy. Not only can women not believe how they looked before, but you literally maximize your look so much that you actually look good and it's recognizable. Now, one thing I never want y'all to forget, or I never want y'all to allow to get over, or let's say go over your head, is that you have areas you can actually improve on. I could give you advice about females and what they're going to notice, but wouldn't it always be better that you as a fella go ahead and look max in all aspects? I say this because just think about something you have not worked on, whether it's going to be your hairline being more crispy, your facial features looking more let's say sharp and more. You could have like a baby face or chubby cheeks, but do you have acne? Like those sorts of stuff, you have areas you can always work on. And there's so many different things that you could already be like, okay, you know what? I haven't done for long enough that if I did it long enough, because we know results, especially when it's like body gains or body weights that you're trying to have, body goals. If it's growing out your hair, you have to patiently get that done, whether it's a hair transplant or you're actually like wanting long beautiful hair, whether it's locks or silky hair, etc. I can go on, but you get my point. I say this because when you are too fixed on how a woman should be like with you, and you're too fixed on, I want to be looking the best for this woman, you're still taken away from you becoming that higher guy, that higher version of you. I say this because you can have a woman still come into your life and affect you because you do not know yourself. And 100%, it is way more attractive for a man to know themselves and truly can change and stay the way that they want to because they know that is best for them. Not in a sense of you can't take in any I want to say productive criticism, but anything that can be helpful. Let me just say it like that. So it's not that you can't take that, but it means that you still know this is what I like to do. This is how I like to look, right? If somebody gives you a suggestion or is trying to give you a productive criticism or something just to help you, you can take it in. But if you'll be like, oh, I came a long way. You know, I used to look like this, but this makes me feel like myself. Or I love this color, right? Somebody might be into like brighter colors. Or some men love their long hair. They will never do the fade. Or they'll never do the shortcuts or the slick back, right? So I say this to say, you have to know yourself. Women tend to end up loving or really strongly liking a guy that sticks to what he's like. When you are going to take constructive criticism, it's also about you taking it and seeing if it can work, if you can visualize it and you want it to actually happen. So I'm saying, can you picture in your head? If you just cannot, you don't have to budge. If you think that it could work, you see that it works for others and you want to try it out and you have the chance to go back, you could do that. But when a woman can see that, oh, this is my guy, I like that about him, or hey, that's how he is, you don't like it, that's on you. And I'm going to give you some more wild examples, or some that are not so common that you hear, but I know that women end up still loving a guy for or get used to and are obsessed with these guys still. But before I do, question of the video is, I have two actually. Have you found your look? And do you find that women find you more attractive when you know yourself? So have you just found your look in the sense of like, you know, this is your signature look? Or have you looked max and been really being so effective within, you've been noticing the difference, that sorts of stuff, all things revolving around you? And basically, how has it basically impacted your life when it comes to women? Do women like, you know, say, hey, I see that? Do they notice it about you? And of course, you could let your stories be known, or even where you're at or what you've learned that could be helpful for others. And in general, I see y'all helping out each other. So shout out to that. And I'd be in the comments anyways. Don't forget about joining the community on Patreon, a free community, and you get an exclusive video each month. And of course, don't forget, if you have not checked out other things on my website to help you let's say look max to help you actually advance yourself in the dating game, all sorts of stuff. I even have customized affirmations. That's a whole nother thing. I don't want to make this video about this or talk too much about it, but trust me, affirmations works when you do the work with affirmations. But you are reprogramming your mind, bottom line. And if you do not know about brainwaves and theta state of mind and all sorts of stuff, there's a lot of details to it. But if you do not know about these things, once you start really tapping in and utilizing it, you'll see the effects in your life. And it will make a lot more sense as to why you lacked in certain areas, or you just having a lack of knowledge of something. You can understand why it was affecting you after you figured out, okay, this is what I was doing and this is what it meant. Bottom line is that being ignorant is not going to help. So it's better to know than to not know. So that's why I have custom affirmations, but you could get the Sleep Powerful Man affirmation that I already have available. Now, lastly, don't forget about other products and consultations, all that good stuff. So some of the wild things that men end up doing, or let's say are just themselves and women end up accepting it, is going to the extent of nail polish. Now, y'all, I'll never be a fan of this ever. However, men that do top coat or clear coat, whatever, the little shine, I don't mind that. I just would not probably want you to do it so often because it might become too feminine. If you're always going to get your nails done, especially more than I am. However, I do know that some women don't like that. Some women be like, don't even be taking care of your nails. And also some guys bite their nails. If you bite your nails, that's fine. There's a lot of women that don't even care, legit. So I say this to say, you see how there's different range of females that are okay with whatever you do, and if they're not okay, they can get with your program. But I'm saying these little things is you see how she could have a quirky or a weird thing about her, or something that she's not something or cares about so much, and you don't really mind. Even when you see scars on people, even when you see I don't remember the word, but when people get their piercings done and then they have the ball that comes afterwards. I literally forgot what it's called. I want to say, I don't even want to say that because I know it's not that. So I don't want to sound goofy, but whatever it's called. So when you get that, not everybody gets it, but you see, even then, that's part of you. Not to say that, it's making you handsome, but it's part of you, which can also add to your look maxing because it utilizes your story to where and how you got to where you are at. There's a lot of women that could be like, also he has a big forehead or he has big ears, but man, I love his hair. And she could just honestly be turned on by your whole entire look when it comes together. So all I'm saying is you don't have to be perfect, and don't go based off of the criteria of, this is the most perfect guy, follow this outline. Just know what works for you and is most suitable, put it together, and boom, you utilized it. And you became more attractive. And there's areas where we could be in denial, work on that, and then there's just figure out what works for you. Just know the difference. And I'm saying in denial as in bald guys can look really good. However, if your hair is receding, that is kind of a problem. That is a problem, right? Or if you're having patches when you can just shave off your beard, that is a problem. Just shave it off. Why are you hanging on? She's going to probably say that, right? So those are just little things. And even back to the nail polish thing, I know I kind of went over the topic, but some guys, they do it for their reasoning. And some females literally either love it, don't care, or they don't mind it so much, So again, find it what it is for you. I would keep going, but we're at the end of the video. I hope this helped in some way, but take care of yourself in all aspects and really pay attention to what is best for you. I love y'all. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all very soon. Bye, y'all.